You're still adjusting.
Hey guys,
Primping.
I'm Tony.
I'm Guy, and he was primping.
I was primping, and welcome to the Manly Way. It's kind of hard to get my hat, so it's
He's like
kind of straight there.
Is my
There we
hair
go.
Is my hair? Oh wait,
It's not like that, right?
my hair
Hey,
nice. Oh wait,
we can play a song.
Is your hair nice? Oh wait, your hair's not.
That's
nice.
right. See, I don't have any hair, right?
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Hi.
Well, you done distracted me.
I know it's Friday.
Yes.
It's the last day of the week. We're a little bit punch drunk, but we have more questions.
Yes. And guess who has a sheet today?
Uh-oh.
Yes. Okay. Now, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
No big
You
deal.
ready? No big deal.
No,
right.
I can answer a question.
You can answer a question?
Yeah, no big deal.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Now, these are simple ones.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Did you pack your own lunch, or did your parents pack them for you?
You know, I don't remember packing a lunch. I actually don't ever remember bringing a lunch to school. I remember getting hot lunch, and that was just what we did.
That's
We just
what I
always
remember.
had hot lunch, and I liked. I kind of liked our hot lunches. It wasn't bad. I mean, I always liked pizza day.
Of course.
Pizza day was
didn't? Pizza day was
the
great.
good day. But yeah,
Mac and cheese. Sometimes they'd have mac and cheese and different things.
Yeah.
Certain things are better than others.
Tater tots.
Tater tots. Love
Tater
those.
tots. Yeah.
Yes.
I liked the tater tots.
Almost like
There
Napoleon.
was yeah. Napoleon.
I didn't
Dynamite.
quite stuff them down my pants type thing in pockets and filling them up, but it was like,
He stuffed them down his pants.
yes, I did.
So anyhow, Napoleon Dynamite. Where did you come up with that?
I have no you. I'm looking
Tater
at
tots.
you. Tater tot, dude.
I'm like, wow.
Let go of my tots, dude.
Let go of my tots.
Okay.
Give me your tots.
How do we get there?
I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Back
All right,
on.
all right, back.
Okay. What? So no. So hot lunch. So I always had lunch, and then same thing with you. When I think maybe when I was a junior, I would go into town and get something to eat. But same thing.
Yeah.
I didn't work. I didn't have half days and work like you did. I worked after school, but they didn't let me out. They were afraid to let me go.
Maybe I was just saying, were they afraid to let you go?
Yeah, they were
Okay.
kind of afraid to let
All
me
right. Probably the community around the school said, no, don't let him. He has to stay in.
go. Exactly.
Okay. So, did you have any food obsessions as a kid? Eating the same thing constantly,
Well,
continuously?
Of course, you got your mac and cheese.
Yeah, who
all
doesn't
kids
like that, right? Mac and cheese,
obsessed
right?
with mac and cheese. Okay, now
Realistically, as a kid, what because you're looking at something they're
okay,
making.
being a Montana kid, we hunted a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and so we had a lot of deer and elk in the freezer. Mm-hmm. And so when my mom would she would cut the deer and elk up into little strips.
Oh yeah.
And then she would bread them, and she would fry them.
Oh,
And I could eat.
that sounds good.
Oh,
That sounds real good.
it was amazing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
deer or elk,
Yep.
we would eat. I could eat. When she still makes it, I go over to my mom's house. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, do you have any elk meat? And she'll make it up that way. It's awesome.
Isn't
it really
true?
is.
There's still those things your mom makes that are like,
Oh, yeah.
moms make certain things that you just like, wow.
And I moved back to my hometown a couple of years ago, and so I get to be around my mom all the time, which I love my mom, and she is still an amazing cook, and she'll tell you she's plain. She doesn't make anything fancy, but what she does make.
How do you say that? Can you say that twice?
Yeah,
Diz?
What she
Okay, so
what she
diz-
does
diz-
make
diz.
is really good. It's just kind of it's what do you call it? Comfort food.
Yep.
Yeah. She makes comfort food really well.
Comfort
Yeah.
food's great.
Yeah, and she's an amazing baker. So anyhow,
Ooh, so baking too. Oh, wow.
yeah. So when I'd come home, and
Baking. Desserts. Are we talking desserts again?
Tony,
Golly.
the dessert man.
I love desserts.
Yeah.
Gosh.
What was your Indian name?
24 dessert.
Tony for dessert.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
There you go.
And the other, okay, so I had another favorite food as a kid. I didn't get it all the time, but I want to tell you about it.
Oh,
So-
yeah. You're
So, yeah, so my dad, we would go ice fishing. Now, if you don't live in a northern state, you won't. Okay, so the lakes freeze over and you still fish through them. You cut holes and you fish. You go ice fishing. And you catch a bunch of fish and you come home and then what he would do is he would, instead of just gutting them out and cleaning them up and frying them, he would skin them and then fillet them. So he just had these
Oh yeah.
whitefish or trout fillets, and then he would boil it.
See, you were telling me that earlier.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had that
Yeah.
before.
So he boiled it, and then you dipped it in butter,
Ooh.
and it tasted like
Always tastes good.
lobster.
Butter.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. So that was probably one of my favorite. I didn't get it all the time, but I love still to this day. If we'll have to do that sometime.
Absolutely.
Even though you hate
Because I'm
cold weather,
curious.
you.
Well, we'll do it in the summertime.
Oh yeah, we can catch a
We
fish,
can catch a fish.
fillet it,
Yep,
boil it.
do
We
good
could
in
even.
some-
Hey, why don't we do it on film?
That's a great idea.
Yeah, we could do that. That
We
would be
could.
fun. No, it'd really be.
And if we have if we have to do it several times, that just means more food, right?
yes.
Before we get it down to where we let
No,
everyone see.
no.
We're
Seriously,
gonna do it the first time.
boiling fish is not that hard.
Okay, as long as it's not that hard.
Yeah, I'll just ask.
I like it. I just like fish.
My dad's like 82 now, so I don't know if he remembers exactly how long to boil the fish, but he'll be close.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he'll be close. And so, yeah, we still have that. So okay, so those are my food. I don't know if they were food obsessions, but they're my favorite foods.
Do you? Speaking of food, do you remember going to the store with your mom or dad to shop for groceries when you were a kid?
Okay, now this one is weird.
I like this answer here.
This one is weird.
He's weird.
Yeah.
I like saying that he's weird. You all can say that he's weird.
So we had the traditional family, and so, well, I guess there's no traditional. We had the family where mom did the cooking and dad did the working out, and I had 3 older sisters, and so they took care of a lot of stuff, and I was kind of the baby of the family, and I just thought food appeared in the kitchen and yeah, I know. So until I was like older and in high school, I was like, oh, yeah, we got to go get this stuff. Yeah. So no, I was kind of babied a little bit, and I didn't shop a lot, and I guess my mom shopped when I was in school or something.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about it. Yeah. So no, I didn't really go. I don't have a lot of memories of my mom shopping.
Well, that's interesting because you said because you had older siblings, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I remember going to the
Wait,
store.
wait. Fry it in coconut oil. It's made for fish.
Yes.
Frying fish in coconut oil.
Yes, it does. That works great. Oh, by the way, hi Rob. Anyways, yeah, there's so many ways with fish. I love fish.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It was just different that when we had it boiled.
Yes.
It's like, it really is a different flavor.
Yeah.
But yeah, coconut oil is.
Well, so did the fish disappear too?
No,
No,
because
okay.
I went with my dad.
Oh, you went with your dad on
and
that
we
one.
went up to
Okay.
Newland Lake,
Yeah.
and we would sit there in an ice house because we weren't.
You had an ice house. No wonder you like fishing.
know.
I hate
It was-
ice fishing because I never had an ice.
Well, okay,
ice
so,
house.
so we would sit in the ice house, and it had like a little wood burning
Marty likes it.
stove, and you'd actually
You
sit
had a
there.
stove?
Oh yeah, and we would sit there literally
guy-
in our t-shirts, and yeah.
Wow.
And my dad would drink beer, and we would fish, and I really didn't know. Seriously, I bet I was in the Air Force before I figured out that you could go fishing without drinking beer.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Well, think of for me it was like when my experience with ice fishing was sitting on the lake, freezing, half the time on your knees because the wind's blowing so hard it would blow you across the lake because the wind will take some of the snow off the ice and it's so slick. And if you're not hanging on, you're like blowing across the lake and
Dude, that sucks.
yeah, that
sounds
does.
like it sucks. I wouldn't want to do that.
If you have a house like he's talking about, you can see down in your hole. You don't have to get your nose dipping down in that ice water to see down in your hole to see if there's any fish. So no wonder you enjoy it. See, I didn't have that experience, so that's why I probably don't like it. That's why we'll do summer fishing.
I really am trying hard not to make a joke about what he said.
That's right. And he's going to be a good boy today.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it PG.
You just, yes, keep it PG. Good boy. I'm so proud of you.
He's my conscience.
Yeah.
He's my conscience. I tend to say things I shouldn't.
Well, this is good. This is good. See, now I remember for me when I remember going to the store with Mom, and it was primarily during the summertime when we were home. And one time I remember, like, we would go in the store, but sometimes she would just she'd leave us in the car. That was back when you could do that. Leave us in the car.
Yeah, you'd get arrested.
You would,
now.
yeah, you wouldn't be able to do that now. And I was in charge. I'm the oldest, so she would run in and grab something. Well, one time when she'd get out of the car and go in, I'd jump up and I just loved to feel like I was driving the car, right? And it was an old '63 Ford station wagon. Well, the old car.
Hold on. Just stop for just 1 second.
Oh no!
63 Ford station wagon.
Yes.
Did it have the panel look on the side?
No, this one didn't.
Oh, okay.
No, it was a plain Jane.
Did it have the seat that you could
Yes.
sit backwards in the back?
Yes.
Oh,
It was fun.
That was.
We actually just sat in the back. It was down. It was like a enclosed truck bed.
Oh,
We were
I
back
see.
there.
It was no seat or anything.
seat
You
or
just
anything.
sat back there.
Sat back
no
there.
seat belts. No
seat belts.
No helmets. That's why.
Probably why bouncing around a few times. That's why.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Anyways, but yes, but what we did is I jumped up and I'm pretending, and you watch your parents, and I pulled down the lever. Well, you
did.
could pull
You
the
did.
lever in an automatic, and I put it into neutral, and it rolled back. And fortunately, it was just kind of a dip. Otherwise, it probably rolled out in the street.
Oh.
And it blocked so nobody could get in and out of the store. And so my mom was notified over the intercom system that there's a vehicle blocking traffic.
Oh.
Yeah, not good.
Did you get your hide whip?
Oh, it was, yeah. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh wait.
Was that
Join
one
the
of those?
club. That's right, Robert.
Was that one of those? You wait till your father gets home.
That was that was my mom's favorite thing. Wait till your father gets home, and that's all she had to say. And we were like shaky, like, oh no. And because at the time I really didn't know what we were doing. I just knew the car was moving. I'm like, why is this thing moving? Mom's not in the car. So from there on, hence say we were always going in the store with her.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nowadays, you can't really do that. You can't leave your kids in the car for any reason.
Well, Robert, I looked at Robert. Robert says he doesn't have any experience on that fishing. Ice fishing.
Ice
You
fishing.
need to try it just
Yeah.
one time,
Yeah.
but do it the way I did, and then you tell me how the experience is, not with an ice house.
No, do it the way I did, and enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, yeah. And then on your way back,
Yeah.
on your way back. So we were in Livingston, Montana, and so we'd go up to the Newland Reservoir, and on the way back, we'd stop at a little place called the Ringling Bar. And
Oh
it
yeah,
had-
Ringling Bar.
Yeah. That was actually where Ringling, Barnum and Bailey, they kept actually some of their big animals.
Ah.
And so, I mean, it's just literally a dot on the map.
It is.
It's crazy.
It is.
But it's great food. And so, okay, I got to tell one story.
Okay, here we go.
So we
Is
were
it
at the,
PG?
kind of.
Okay.
So we were, I was little. I was probably 10, 11 years old. And I was at the Ringling Bar, and they had some games and stuff, so I was keeping myself busy. Well, my dad and his friend and another guy, Sig Hansen, they all drank a little bit much at the Ringling Bar. So this is back in the day.
This is in the middle of nowhere too.
In the middle of nowhere in Montana. Well, the old railroad still went from Ringling to Livingston, and it was a dead track, but it still was there. I mean, there was no trains on it anymore. So they were in an old Jeep with bias ply tires. If you don't know what bias ply tires are, they just don't have radial on.
Oh, you are old.
I know.
You remember those? Wow.
Okay, so we were in this old Jeep, and an old Jeep, like a Jeep Willys, they fit right on the tracks
Yes.
just perfectly. So you get lined up on the tracks, and so my dad, half schnockered, he gets this Jeep up on the tracks, puts it in first gear, and tells me, okay, just push on the gas pedal a little bit. And they were in the back, hooting and hollering and laughing and shooting guns out the windows and having a good time. And here I was. You don't touch the wheel when you're on the
Right.
tracks, and I'm just scared to death, and I'm pushing this gas pedal. And every once in a while we'd hit a snowdrift, and we'd fall off, and they'd get out and they'd get it back on, and that was one of my memories of ice fishing.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it wasn't. It was coming back from ice fishing,
Right.
but yeah, they enjoyed themselves quite a bit.
Wow.
My dad. Well, my dad's name is Bill, and they called him Wild Bill for a reason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My dad was Bill too.
Was it?
They called him Wild Willie.
Wild
Yeah,
Willie.
Wild
yeah.
Willie.
Yeah.
Yep.
His dad actually sang karaoke.
Yes, a lot. He loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't remember driving on tracks with him.
Well.
That's interesting.
Yeah. We only did it once,
Yeah.
and I don't think they trusted me after that.
Oh.
No, or either that or they just never came up again.
Well.
But,
Yeah, that's good. Well, at least you tried, right? Oh, and that was driving through.
oh,
snow,
I would have done it
cold.
more. I tried to do it with.
Actually, that'd be
I had
fun
a,
to try right now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I had in high school. I had a little Chevy Love, those little light blue Chevy Love.
Oh my goodness, you're one of them. That had
I
one.
know, I did. I had a little light, but it didn't
Little
have.
Chevy Love.
It didn't have bias ply tires, so I
I'm
would.
still trying to picture you driving around that yellow Chevy Love.
Oh, it was great.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, I had an awesome. It wasn't 8-track. It was a tape player and 2 speakers, and I was rocking out to like I don't know AC/DC and Van Halen, and thinking I was cool. And I had my mullet. Yeah.
You had a mullet.
Oh, I had a long mullet. I had a mullet down to my
Wow.
shoulders.
All of these stories I'm learning about you, and we're on live.
I know.
Right? That's
yeah.
just,
I had a permed mullet.
ooh, a permed mullet.
Yes,
Even.
yeah, yep. I let
Wow.
my mom perm my hair, and then I had a mullet. This was in the
Oh.
80s. Okay, this was in the 80s, and that was in, so.
Yes.
But anyhow, yeah. So I tried to get that Chevy Love up on the tracks because it was the right width, but it didn't have the right kind of tires, so it just kept falling off. So I had to try to steer it on there, and it wasn't working. So I did try it. I did.
I'm still trying to picture you in a little Chevy. Last time I remember somebody in Chevy Love was this young kid when I was in the military down in Charleston.
Yeah.
And he had a little, and he was from Tennessee. Had a little Chevy Love, and we'd cram. I mean, it was so little. We'd cram like I don't know how many of us inside the thing and go down to the beach.
Yeah.
And down in Mount Pleasant there, but that's like the only Chevy Love I ever remember.
So there's only like 2 vehicles that I wish I could have back, and that's one of them.
Really?
I would love to be able to show my kids how to. Wish I would have showed my kids how to drive in a Chevy Love.
Oh wow! See, someone remembers
Travis,
the mullet. Travis remembers
Travis,
the mullet.
I remember the mullet.
Who could forget it, right?
No, really, who could forget the mullet? Yeah,
Wow. Yeah.
yeah, but
Maybe everybody out there would want to see a picture. Maybe we can bring you a picture.
oh wow.
Whoa, right? I'd
know-
like to see the picture.
And I used to wear like Don Johnson clothes,
Oh no!
like the Miami
I mean,
Vice.
you're already blowing my mind with just the Chevy Love.
No, I did. I wore like the thin leather tie, and I know it was totally
no.
80s. It was so 80s. Oh my gosh,
Oh my goodness!
it was bad.
Wow.
But hey,
There you go.
I thought I was the shit back then.
Oh, hey Denise. So what else? So any other surprises you have from me on the Chevy Love permed mullet? Not just a mullet, but a permed mullet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure there'll be more.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be more. Coming.
Oh, I'm sure. I know there will be.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
little I do know of you, there's going to be a lot more.
Oh, okay. Oh, one more story. So
One more.
okay, so I went to school with a kid named Ernie Wilson. He was a state championship wrestler. And he had kind of a mean streak. But he was a friend of mine, but he had kind of a mean streak. Like a malicious kind of kid. He was great. Good guy. And a buddy of mine. So we were at his house one day. And he's a wrestler, I'm not. So he gets me in what's called a crucifix. Where he's holding me down and I can't move.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden, his brother Huey hands him a clippers.
Oh no.
And they go,
Oh no.
and they just took a stripe out of the side of my head.
Oh no.
And so I'm like, you guys, because, I was into my hair. And so then I had to shave my head to make it all fit. And I hadn't seen my mom yet. Well, I thought it'd be cool if I left the mullet. And I shaved everything else and I just had this mullet. And I got home and my mom's like, Oh, hell no. And she's like, nope. No, 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 no.
There's another picture I want to see.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I have a picture of it growing out.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. But yeah, it took me
So
forever.
so the Don Johnson look hit Livingston.
The Don Johnson look hit Livingston.
I was just looking with Travis. It did right, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it hit Livingston hard.
Wow.
Yeah. I actually remember going to prom or a dance, I think it was prom, with a girl, and she and I both dressed in white suits. Wow. Yeah. The
Oh
Don
my
Johnson
goodness.
white suits.
I'm starting to hear music now.
I know.
I can hear the
You'll have
music.
to find the theme music to Don Johnson. Yeah, I know.
Oh wow.
Okay,
That's
so
good.
I have no idea what that had to do with food. We kind of
Something.
well, no, it started with ice fishing.
Yep. Started with ice fishing. And
And
by the way,
boiled
Rob out
fish.
there, Rob, we just tell Rob, you can always come up in the wintertime when it's about 30 below, and we'll go ice fishing.
Yeah,
But we're gonna
we'll
borrow
take
his
it.
hut.
I don't have one anymore.
What?
No.
Oh, that's why you don't ice fish anymore.
No.
I don't ice fish because I've never had one.
It is cold. It is cold without an ice. But
Yeah.
if you get a good ice hut,
Yes.
and you're out there, you'll have a lot more fun.
Absolutely.
And you really can't have that much fun unless you have a little bit of whiskey. That's my
Is that a little bit of whiskey in a gallon jug?
no.
Oh, it's actually in a glass.
Oh, you're talking about this much whiskey and this big of a jug?
Yeah.
Well,
That's just relative. When you say this, that's
yeah, it's relative. I say a little bit of whiskey. It's all depending on who you're talking to and how cold it is outside.
that's true.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law, was that way too. It's like, or other people I know. Actually, it seems like it's a good time to sip whiskey out while you're ice fishing.
Yep. Coffee, whiskey.
Yeah.
Yep. Whiskey and coffee and something warm.
I think the way I ice fish, it would have froze even with the alcohol content in it.
Well,
We didn't have a stove. We didn't have heat.
see, dude, you just have
I
to.
lived a sheltered life.
Yeah, you really did.
Gosh.
No wonder you don't like Montana
I know.
or winter in Montana.
Winter, Montana. I love Montana. Just not the winter.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's okay. We'll get you. We'll get. See,
You're gonna
you
get that-
just
he's
have
gonna
to
get that
have
taken care of.
He just needs better experience.
That's it.
Just turn that ship around.
Turn the ship around.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
all you need.
So, see, there's still hope.
Yeah, and maybe the mullet will come back someday too.
Well, it definitely isn't coming back here, but I can see you with it.
No,
Yeah.
no. I think I'm trying out the mustache now.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Any more stories?
Oh no, that's good for today.
Is that good enough?
Yeah.
That's about all we can handle today?
That's about it.
Okay.
I'm sure Denise is watching.
Yeah?
Denise could probably tell stories that I wouldn't even remember.
Oh.
Denise and I grew up together. She's on watching, and Shannon Leonard's. That's who it was that I went to prom with. That's right. Thank you,
See,
Denise.
there you go. She's helping you out already.
I know. Well, okay, so I will say something about Denise.
All right, here we go.
Since she's on watching.
right.
So to everybody out there, Denise is probably the reason I graduated high school. She helped me that much.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because you and I both had issues
Yep.
with reading, and now they call it dyslexia. Back then, they were just like you're slow.
You're in the special room
Yeah,
downstairs.
you're in a special room downstairs.
Yeah.
And I still, even with that, I had a lot of trouble. And Denise, oh, poor Denise, she spent so much time helping me out and helping with papers. And I think she even wrote some of my papers, to be
Yeah,
honest with you. Yeah.
it's all right. And my wife, she actually helped me get through college
Yeah.
because she read everything to me because it takes forever for me to read.
Yep.
But
Yep.
if those darn lines wouldn't keep moving when you're reading,
I know. Or your eyes skip around.
yes, I
Yeah.
skip around all over the place.
Yeah.
So it all started with Mr. Lossett.
Yeah.
Oh, right on. Look at that. See, now if we have any questions, we're gonna get hold of Denise.
Yeah.
All right. In fact, maybe we should get a hold of her.
She's actually my fact checker.
Ah,
She could be my fact checker because she knows.
yeah.
Yeah, my memory's not so great.
Oh.
Hers is a little better.
All right.
And she knows everybody.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, we'll keep in touch, Denise, in case we need to fill in gaps here.
No.
Yeah.
No, we really don't
No.
have to. No, we don't really want to go back that far.
No.
I just want to tell a couple stories.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we'll probably wind up spreading it out. We'll tell a couple of stories for the next years.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
But anyhow, we are we're rambling now, so we're probably going to
Yep.
go.
And you're right, Robert. Some bourbon. That'd also work out on the lake there too.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
But you'll have to try it. You have to come up and get on the ice and then try it.
Yeah. When it's 20 below.
When it's 20 below. That's just the best time to go out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then
Make
you
sure-
know the ice is frozen,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, I
You
guarantee
know it is.
Guarantee it. Yeah.
Guaranteed. No one
Yeah.
really could pretty much just drive out there on
yeah.
some of it.
Yeah. Oh, well, we did. We drove our vehicles out there, and the ice
Isn't
is
that
a couple
amazing?
feet thick.
That's how thick the ice is. You can drive on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And it's not Minnesota.
Not Minnesota.
Not Minnesota.
No.
No.
All right.
All right. Well,
So we'll talk about food tomorrow.
yep, we're going to talk more about food tomorrow. Thanks for
Maybe.
tuning in. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be we have to wander a little bit because
Yeah.
that's who we are.
Yeah. It was Friday. So we'll be back on Monday. We're
Yes.
not going to do any this weekend. And we'll try to. No, we're not going to try to tighten it up. I was going to say, we're going to try. No.
Are you
we're
kind of
really
ad lib here right now?
No, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just, yeah.
All
Anyhow.
right.
All right. Well, this was The Manly Way.
This is the Manly Way. I'm Tony,
I'm Guy.
and we'll see you on Monday.
Okay. Talk to you later.